listener for the Dreamcatcher podcast. Thanks for joining us. Today, my guest is Nick Yerhart. Welcome, Nick.
Thank you for having me.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Besides
Start of
the
the start of a new
Monday,
week and
yeah.
everything. So Nick, we just talked the other day, just recently, like last week or whatever it was. A little bit of background about you, Nick. I mean, you're a podcaster also, but just so what do you do? And how did you get started in that?
Yeah, so I do want to start by saying, I do have cerebral palsy. So I was actually born dead, no heartbeat, wasn't breathing, nothing. And, obviously they revived me. And a year later, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And the doctor said that I would never walk. They said that I might not talk. And, thankfully, I've been walking and talking, and I have my own podcast. And yeah, I've always just kind of pushed for myself to figure out what I can do.
Yes,
And
that's
throughout
awesome.
my life, I worked hard. I started my first job when I was like 14 years old.
Cool.
And I say that I'm retired now, but retirement to me means I have my own business, but
Yes.
I was able to retire a W-2 job, which is really cool. And what we do now is we help people with marketing. We do a lot of podcasting where we produce shows and edit shows for other people.
Okay.
And then we do social media content for businesses. So we take care of all the creation, all of that scheduling, and then we also help people build high performing websites.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what got you into that? Was that something you always were interested in?
No, definitely not.
Really not. Okay.
It's weird how the world works.
It is.
So when I decided I wanted my own business, I actually got started. Well, kind of. I got started in real estate. Like that's what I wanted. I wanted
Okay.
to buy apartments and all of that, and that got me in with Grant Cardone.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
And through him, I got certified as a business coach, which is not something I ever thought I'd do.
Okay.
But with that, I also did life coaching, and I kind of enjoyed that, because when I lost my dad in 2019,
Oh,
everything changed, and I was very down. I
mhm.
I didn't like myself. I didn't like who I was because like my whole life I had my dad to kind of lean on and
Uh-huh.
help me, and then I didn't. So I really had to figure out a lot more on my own than before. So with that, I knew I needed help because I was depressed, suicidal thoughts,
Oh,
everything.
wow, Nick.
And I got started on a self development journey. I found some good books on mindset and podcasts and everything like that. And I started to improve just myself, my body,
Okay.
my mental health, everything.
Yeah.
And I seen the power of a positive mindset, especially when you have a disability.
Yep.
So, with that being said, when I started my coaching business, I realized that I wanted to help people just create a better life for themselves. So I started posting videos on social media all the time, like 5, 6 videos a day.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, it was all about mental health. It was all about my mindset, just becoming the best version of yourself. And that's kind of what got me into marketing is I had marketed myself. So then fast forward a couple of years, people started asking me to help them. And finally I was like, all right, let's give it a shot.
Very cool. I mean, and you're a strong man. I mean, to pull yourself out of the depths of that, I mean, so did you just get fed up and just like, I'm not going to live this kind of life? Or how do you pull yourself out for something like that? I don't know if I could.
I just I just I felt so crappy every day.
I can understand that.
You feel like crap. You don't want to do anything. I didn't really want to live, and
Oh,
I had a pretty good life. Like I had everything, but as you know, things don't matter, you
Yeah,
know, it
that is
it
true.
doesn't. Like,
No.
I had the new truck, I had the fun toys, you know,
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
just wasn't happy, and one day I just woke up and I was like, "There's gotta be something more for me."
Amen.
And one of the things that I heard, I think Rob Dial said it in his,
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. He said, "If you don't know your purpose, you should wake up every morning with a goal to find your purpose." And that's what I did.
That's awesome, and I'm so glad you did. I'm so
Yeah,
glad that because you seem very upbeat and, very determined and, out to change the world, and you already are,
yeah.
obviously. So, my gosh, I mean, cerebral palsy, I mean, you've overcome a lot of things. I mean, and it's just it's inspirational. Do you
Thank you.
speak on stage or do
I
you
do.
okay.
Yep, I do. I wanna get on more, stages. I haven't done one in probably 4 months, but yeah.
I would go to where you're speaking on stage.
Thank
I
you.
mean, that
Thank
just,
you.
so you probably have a YouTube channel? I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
you probably do, or
Yep.
more than one. So,
Yeah, I have one right now. It's just, uh, Nick Yerhart on YouTube. So,
okay,
basically, if you search Nick Yerhart on anything, I come up. Alright.
that's good. That's
Yeah,
very good.
I'm the only Nick Yerhart in the world, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Yep,
So if they're searching, they're gonna find you when they put that name in there. That's really that's awesome.
yep.
So, so are you on, do you do TikTok?
Oh, yeah. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere.
Wow.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite platform you like better than one's better than another?
So, I love YouTube,
Okay.
but Facebook is where I reach the most people.
Mhm.
So, I like Facebook for that reason, just for the impact.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Yep.
definitely hear you. So, where would you like to be in just a year or 2 or down the road? I'm sure you have goals.
Oh, yeah. I've a lot of goals.
Uh-huh.
So, right now we're just hustling on the business, building to that.
Right.
And then next year, I would love to move to Florida. So
Okay, Florida.
yeah,
Awesome.
currently in Minnesota.
I
And
That
it's,
makes sense.
yeah, it's October. It's getting cold and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I am not a person that likes winter or any of that stuff. So do you have a specific place you'd like to move in Florida?
So I'm thinking either the Sarasota area
Nice.
because I have family there,
Sure.
or south of Miami because I just like that area.
That is nice. I mean,
Yep.
Florida, especially in the winter, is so nice.
Yep.
Much
Yep.
better than where you're at in Minnesota, and I've never been in Minnesota in the winter. Been there in the rest of the year, but never I can't imagine Minnesota. I know how cold it gets here in Nebraska, and you're quite a ways further north.
Yep.
Is your family right where you're at, or
Yep.
okay,
I was born here, grew up here. Yeah, just kind of been here my whole life.
awesome. That is cool.
Yep.
How close are you to Minneapolis?
So I'm about an hour and a half south.
South. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I asked you the other day, you had never been to Nebraska?
No, I
Not
have
yet.
not. No,
You
no.
need to come down and visit me. I'll show you I mean, Nebraska and Minnesota have a lot of similarities.
Yep.
So, which is good. I like this part of the country. I like the people in this part of the country very much.
Yep. Me
But
too.
so have you written a book? Or are you writing or do you write?
So I have written a book. It's just a short little, like 47-page book.
Okay.
The one
Right there.
standing.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So it's called Inspiring Motivational Strategies. So
Nice.
it's like 12 tips is what I call it
Okay.
on how to get yourself motivated and then keep yourself motivated. Because we all go through times where we just don't feel like doing anything.
Yes.
And it's in those times that we need to push ourselves extra hard to get the stuff done that we need to do.
Yes.
So that book, I I wrote it in a week. I had a little competition going, and wrote it in a week. I put it on Amazon, and yeah, it's out there. You can find it. Yeah,
Very cool. I'm gonna check that out.
thank you.
So, if you I'm thinking about writing a book, and I will write a book. But so, what would any advice you should tell me before I start writing? I have written, but I've not written a book yet.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm currently working on a book about my life,
Oh yeah, awesome.
and it's hard when you want to write about yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like it's hard to do.
Yep.
So me and one of my clients, he's a good friend, we got a little creative because he wants to do the same thing.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so we started a podcast where we just sit and talk about memories that we had growing up.
I love that.
And now we can just take the transcript from the podcast
Right.
and organize it and make it into a book.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Never
So
thought about doing it that way.
we're working on that. Yeah.
Okay. So, people want if they want to work with you, how do they find you?
So right now you can go to Nick Yerhart.com or you can go to infinitesuccessmedia.com.
Okay, very very nice.
Yeah.
So, a little bit about your podcast. How many? What season are you in, and how many episodes have you done? And
Yeah. So I started my podcast about 2.5 years ago.
okay,
It's called the Infinite Abilities Podcast.
okay,
And I started it to kinda bring people on that have disabilities to talk
yes,
about what it's like to live with what they have, how they get through challenges, all of that, just to help more people.
yeah,
And it quickly evolved into talking to entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs with disabilities, which is really cool.
yeah,
It's cool to see how the struggles you face with having a disability and the struggles you face with being an entrepreneur and how you get through things
hmm
and the mindset that you need is very similar, which is really cool. So we have released 200 episodes,
wow, okay,
and every single one but two of them I've had a guest. So I've had over 200 guests because
wow,
I think I've recorded 220
that's a
right now.
lot. That's a lot of
So,
guests.
yep.
That's a
But,
lot of people to get to know. I mean,
yep.
and the people that you go out from there too. So,
Yep. Yep.
I
So,
mean, that is so awesome. I mean, so what is next that you haven't done yet that you would still like to do? I mean,
yeah.
you're
Well,
young.
yeah. Well, I'm still gonna do real estate. So
Are
that's
you
the
still okay?
oh yeah. I'm really excited for that. I
Nice.
just I've always just liked real estate. I don't know.
Okay.
My dad owned a lot of real estate. He owned rentals and
Mhm.
businesses and buildings, and I just growing up, I always loved it when we would go look at and do a
Sure. Okay.
property. So yeah, I really want to get into real estate, and yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, so all housing or just anything particular real estate or
Yeah, I'll be doing mostly
residential?
apartment.
Apartments, okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep, yep.
No, that is good. So, how did Grant Cardone, which,
Mhm.
I mean, 10X and all that, so, how did you get associated with him?
Oh, so I started seeing him on Facebook back when I was like trying to pull myself out of the hole I was in, and that was right after I lost my dad, like I
Yeah.
said, and there's things that Grant does that remind me of my dad. So I like instantly felt like a connection with him.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And he offered a free webinar.
Okay.
And I was like, sure, let's see what this is
Yeah.
about. I had never gone, been on a webinar or anything like that at the
Okay.
time. So this was new. And in that webinar, he had a course that you could buy that helps you start a business.
Okay.
And that was when I was like just getting started with mine. So I was like, well, let's see what this is.
Exactly.
It was $1,000. I was like, all right, that's the most money I've spent
Uh-huh.
online or for a course or
Right.
anything in
I
my
hear you.
life, you
Yep.
know. But it was really cool because on that webinar, he offered the $1,000 package. I bought it immediately, and he's like, "Well, lesson number one with being a business owner, make decisions fast."
I
So
agree.
for everyone that bought already, I'm giving you your money back.
Wow, what a
Y-
gift.
Yeah, so I literally got in for free, and I went through training on how to speak and marketing and all of that. Like it was really good
Very
for
cool. I love it.
even $1,000. I learned a ton,
I bet.
and with with that course, I had a coach. And that coach is the one that actually asked me if I had ever thought of being a coach myself,
Okay.
and that led into me getting certified as a business coach and all that. So,
Very awesome.
I've gone to a lot of his events. I've talked at Grant Cardone many times,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it's a really cool environment when you get around him and everyone else.
Yeah. Sometimes I've
So
done events like that, and it's the people that are in attendance that are so
yeah,
you learn so much from. So,
exactly.
I mean, and you're a man of action.
Yep.
So, I
Oh, yeah.
mean, and that really proved to be very good and advantageous for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, my gosh.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else you follow besides Grant that you really like?
So, Rob Dial, which
Yep.
I know you said you know him, because his podcast, I say it saved my life
Oh,
because
wow.
when I found his podcast, that was when I was at the lowest of the lows,
Okay.
and I just started listening to a podcast, like, all day, every day. When I was out mowing the lawn, when I was going somewhere, like, it was always on, and it's just the mindset work and how to improve your life and everything that he teaches, just it's incredible.
Okay.
And what was really cool is a couple of years ago, I actually got one of his courses,
Okay.
and I got coached by Rod Darby himself.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, so it
Wow.
was a really cool full circle moment.
Yeah.
And I told him like, your podcast saved my life. Like it's
Wow.
and yeah, that was really cool.
I'm glad that you got onto that podcast when you
Yeah,
did. So,
me too.
oh my gosh. So, in your do you do anything in your do you have free time? What do you like to do when you're not doing this other?
Yeah, so I love anything outdoors. So I
Okay,
love
me too.
going to the lake. I have 9 vehicles, so I'm a car enthusiast. So
I love it.
yeah, I like to go drive around. Um, I used to have a side by side. I used to have
Uh-huh.
a four wheeler. I used to have a boat. I sold all that to start my business. It gets expensive when you're getting started.
It
So
is. Yeah, there's a lot of money that needs to be there. So,
yeah.
did you have a favorite vehicle or do you have a favorite vehicle?
I still have my favorite vehicle. So it's a 1996 Eagle Talon, which is the same thing
I
as a
know that.
Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes.
Well, this car looks like it was in the movie Fast and the Furious. It's
Okay.
got that look to it, which isn't really my look. Like that's not what I would build the
Uh-huh.
car to be. But my dad owned the car before me,
Okay.
and he gave it to me when I graduated high school.
Oh, nice.
So me and my dad have a lot of time working on the car, driving the
Yeah,
car. So that car is definitely my favorite
I
and the
understand that.
most fun to drive.
I could
So
see you driving it pretty
yep.
fast.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. So and
So, I just had a vision goes, have you ever thought about doing a TED Talk? I
I
believe
thought
that.
about it. Yep, I haven't done one yet, but I will.
Where'd you at? Because I just had
Yep.
flash seeing you up on stage there.
Oh yeah.
Um, so, okay, in your TED Talk, what would you probably be your topic?
My topic would definitely be mindset and
Okay.
resilience. Just like
Yes.
push
Yes.
yourself. Don't let other people tell you what you can or can't do. Just
Amen.
figure out what you can do and go. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great mindset because some people don't have that.
Yeah. Yep.
And like Grant said, people that make decisions fast
Yep.
because people will worry it. It's like, well, I don't know if I should do this or that, and then they don't take action at all. So,
Yep.
and I love that you take action. You really
Oh,
take
yeah.
action. So,
Oh, yeah.
so I commented before on the other day, Frank. Where did Frank come from behind you?
So, Frank came from the Wisconsin Dells. We were there on vacation. We were
Okay.
just walking through a shopping there, and I seen Frank, and I was like, "I don't know what this thing is, but I kinda like him."
He
So,
looks good.
yeah, I bought him, I put him back there. So,
I love that behind you.
yeah.
So okay, going back to your coaching, how long is your program, or does that vary on to the individual?
It varies to the individual. Like, I'm very specific on when I coach because I've gone through a lot of, coaching programs myself,
Okay,
and sometimes it's like, I don't need all of this. So you
sure.
pay a lot, it's a, 6 month program that you might only needed, like, 3 months. So
Okay,
I meet people where they're at. Just tell me what you're
that
struggling
is
with,
so good.
and let's figure it out. So,
Very, very good.
yep.
So, do you have coaching around the world, or you just locally, or around the world?
Yep, yep, I do everything online. My whole business is online,
Okay,
and that's because I want location, freedom.
yep.
I can go anywhere in the world, and I can run
I'm
my
with you,
business.
man.
Yep,
I am very much with you.
yep,
Uh, I'd like to travel with you. So,
yeah.
where's some places you'd like to travel in the world that you haven't?
So, I would like to go to Italy.
Okay.
I think that would be awesome, and
Yeah.
I've never left the US, so,
Okay.
yeah, but
No,
yeah,
Italy, I could tell you personally, Southern Italy is good. I was there 2 years ago, but that's the
awesome,
only time I've been really out of the United States, but
yeah.
so do you have any other places that you'd really like to travel to?
I definitely want to go to Dubai.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't that look
Yeah.
awesome?
Yeah, Dubai would be really cool. I have, friends that live there,
Yeah,
so it'd be really cool to
I can't imagine.
go there. Yeah,
It looks
it
like,
looks
that's the place
wild.
to be for movers and shakers in the world, that's
Yep.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, I don't know how far I don't know how long it takes to get there, but, it'd be worth it, that's for sure. So,
Yeah, I think it's like a 25-hour flight.
that's quite a flight.
It's long. I know it's long. Yep.
You'd wanna stay there for a while then if that's the case.
Yep, yep.
So, Nick, what in your business wise, is there something you haven't done in your business?
What was that?
Is there something in your business that you haven't done that you still wanna do? You've got your coaching, you got your podcasting, you're writing books,
Yeah. I mean, I just kinda take it one step at a time, I love what we're doing now. We really narrowed it way down. Like, we used
okay,
to do a lot. We used to sell, like, a lot of other people's stuff, and I didn't like that. Like, I want some my own stuff, my own services, because then I have, control.
yep.
And, some people might be like, "Oh, you're a control freak." Yeah, I am, because
I can relate with that one.
I wanna make sure my clients are getting what they need,
Yeah,
and when you sell other people's stuff, you don't have that control. Your clients might not get what they were told,
yes,
and I ran into that a lot. So, I don't like that. So, we just do our own, podcasting services, social media services, and websites, and since we started doing that, like, everything's been going so much better. Actually have more free time, which is cool.
which is very good, yes.
Yeah, and my
Oh,
clients are happy, so that's what I like.
that is neat. So does it seem I mean, you look at your life now and it's like, does it seem real? I mean, it's like, it's just like sometimes like, that's me doing that. Or, I never thought I'd ever do podcasting or a lot of the things I'm doing now. And I mean, does it seem kind of strange doing podcasts and stuff or being
Yeah,
a
it
coach?
it does. Especially the, podcast, because I used to stutter a lot. I still do here and there, but
You're
I
good.
used to stutter, like, a ton, and if you go and look at my first, like, 50 episodes, you'll hear that a lot, And thanks to podcasting, I learned how to talk better. I learned little tricks so I don't stutter, and it's been really cool.
I mean, that is cool. What a win-win there. So,
Hmm.
you get
Yeah,
to learn a new, I mean, that is, and I haven't heard you stutter at all. So you really, I mean, that is excellent. So,
thank you.
so, Nick, before we end the podcast, I mean, what's coming up next for Nick Yerhart?
Yeah, so we're currently branding and starting another business, but it's basically what we're doing now. But right now, my business name is Nick Yerhart LLC.
Okay, okay,
That doesn't tell you what we do really, you know. So we're rebranding to Infinite Success Media, and that'll be rolling out really soon.
okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any partners, or do you?
Yeah. So my best friend is Kyle Swanson, and we're partners in this. And between me, him, and our team, we're just making things happen.
That sounds so great. Doing it with your best. I mean, that is,
Yeah.
and you probably, I would guess you do a lot of collaborations too, or are in the
Yep.
process.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No, I love collaborations because I'm always everybody's like competition. It's like, and that's one thing I've liked about podcasting because people seem to really have the mindset of wanting to do collaborations,
Yep.
and
Exactly.
we all win when everybody wins,
Yeah.
and I truly believe that. So, so Nick, unless you have anything else that you would like to add, I'll just end the podcast there. And it's been great. I'm glad that we guy crossed our paths the other day,
Yeah.
and I look forward to seeing what's next. I would love to travel with you sometime. I could tell I
That'd
would
be
love to
awesome.
travel with you.
That'd be awesome.
So,
Awesome.
hey, I'd go back to Italy in a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
what part of Italy would you like to go to? Do you have one?
I'm not really sure. I don't
Okay.
know. I,
I know southern Italy is not bad.
yeah.
It's pretty good there.
Yeah.
So, but
Awesome.
anyway, Nick, thank you for being on the Dreamcatcher podcast, and you have a great rest of your day, and we'll be talking soon.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.